Hey guys,
Yay.
it's Mal and Charis here again, doing our favorite pastime, eating ice cream, and our hoodies, sarongs, because Mal's sick and I'm leaving Montana.
Yeah. So, we made a vlog yesterday, put all our thoughts out there, and it kind of ended up being 20 minutes long, but we're trying to condense it, so,
Here it is!
here it is! So, we're in America.
It's been a while!
I think I might cry.
Oh my gosh, me too!
We're in Montana, to be specific, in my bedroom.
And we went on exchange and now we're back.
We have a very special guest here.
The exchange program actually starts after you're finished. It's about sharing how your experience and what you feel about it.
That's definitely one of the hardest parts.
Coming home and being around normal people. Not normal people. People that were normal before you left is very not normal anymore.
It's not because it's not normal. It's just that you start to see people in different ways and kind of have different perspective on people. It's not actually change your perspective. It's adding the perspective that you had before.
Definitely. I think one of the things is a lot of people want to hear about your exchange, like they actually do, and most people do want to hear about your exchange, but they don't really understand what it was like. And so a lot of people will be like, hey, how was your trip? But it wasn't just a trip, it was so much more than that. It was an entire year of our lives, and we have no way, we're not ready yet to just communicate and be like, yeah, it was so many different things. Like, it was a whole lifetime. We lived a whole lifetime in a year. For me, it was 9 months. For you, it was 11 months. But they don't understand that. There's no way for everyone else to really comprehend what we went through and we're going through. So the hardest part is kind of not to get frustrated with people and not to be like, oh, like I just went on exchange. Like, how do you not understand what I'm doing? You need to be humble and you need to realize these people just haven't had that experience and take time yourself to figure out what it meant for you. And then you can start telling people how it was.
Yeah, I think this year for me, one thing that I took away and one of the most important things was not only did I learn how to love myself a lot, going on exchange is one of the most empowering experiences you can possibly give yourself. And there's so much growth that happens in 1 year. It's incredible to look back at where I was before I left and the person I am now. But on the flip side of that is I really learned to love and appreciate everyone that surrounds me. And no matter what their experience or their gender or their religion or their social class, whatever, I think the biggest thing that I could take away was just this love that just radiates from everyone. And I think coming home with that mindset that I learned in Indonesia and I felt for Indonesian people has really helped me in my transition here. Mm-hmm. And will hopefully help carry me to the future as well.
And part of it discussed that after a year or after your year and your exchange program, and it kind of realized that you don't look at people based on their colors anymore. You see people as people. And you kind of see that we do have different cultures, but
all the same.
The basic of us is all the same.
Definitely. I remember sitting, this probably won't make any sense to anyone, but outside of the Saleh Medina at the tram stop with my friend Jihan, and we were just sitting there and talking about my exchange, and she said, one of the things she told me was that, she didn't see Americans the same as she used to. And that was like the best thing to hear, because that's what I was there for, that's why I was there, that's why the State Department put us there, is so that we can change the way people view about us and how we view them. And she said, I used to think Americans as like these perfect people and like all these movies and things like that and how wonderful the US is, but now what I see through you and through our friendship is that we're really all the same. And it's so true. Like, there are so many different things about people, but underneath we're all the same basic people, the same basic needs. And I think that's just really inspiring. It shows you how globally connected we really are.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And I mean, there are so many moments with my host family that weren't the same. That not everything is
totally.
The same. Definitely not the same. But so similar. The feelings I felt when I was in Indonesia are so similar to the feelings that I felt when I was here at home. The love I felt from my family and my friends and the wisdom they passed on to me. it's exactly. I mean, you leave with another home, and
I'm tearing up right now.
too. It's amazing, and there really aren't words for it. Especially if I've only been home for 2 weeks, so I'm still sorting through it all.
I'm so jealous of you.
It's not that bad for those of you who have to go back to school after exchange. It's not that bad. You'll have a lot of chance to actually talk to your peers about your exchange year and share experience with them.
Yeah, and I think school is going to be a great way to do it, because our program, the goal is to break down these stereotypes and increase understanding and better relations with Muslim countries around the world. We can't do that if we just increase understanding there. We need to come back and do the same thing and show, hey, like, Islam is not what you think it is. It's one of the hardest parts, though.
One of the hardest parts.
But it's fun. Yeah. I actually made more friends in my school when I got back from the exchange program, and it kind of made me closer to them because I didn't know these people. Then I was really afraid that I'm gonna go back to the school and hang out with these strangers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did that in exchange year, so I did hang out with
That's a good point.
strangers in the U.S. in Kansas.
Yeah.
And when I go back, it's not that hard because I did it for 1 year.
Yeah, that's a really good point, because I'm going back to the same school, but I'm taking classes that I would have taken last year. And so I'll be in a lot of fests, a lot of juniors, a lot of freshmen, but not many seniors. So I'm out of my normal friend group, meeting new people, and just kind of, it's going to be freeing to kind of step out of that thing I've always been in.
Yeah, I think it's really similar for me, because had I not gone on this year in Indonesia, I would not be leaving again in only 3 weeks. I mean, this time last year, I was terrified. I was so scared about leaving home and leaving for another year. But I'm off to do it again, and I'm off to 3 beautiful countries. And had I not done this year, I would not have the courage to do that. And I'm so excited for the wisdom I'm going to get from all the people that I meet along the way in each new country that I can take something from. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to go through this all over again and to feel that attachment to a place that I'm hoping and praying will be similar to Indonesia, but it's so worth it.
Yeah, it's totally the same when you go abroad again, but it's also a bit different. Like, I lived abroad. I lived in Uganda with my family when I was in 6th grade, and now I'm going into 12th grade, so I guess that was, oh my gosh, 6 years ago.
So old.
What? What? Coming back from that was so hard. I was coming back with like such a mature mindset for a 7th grader, and that was really, really hard. And I was convinced that Uganda like was my home. I was like, I don't belong in the U.S. Like, Uganda's my home, and I was convinced, and that wasn't. And it took me up until last summer to truly. I mean, by that point I was mild out, but last summer I went back to Uganda, and I felt it really put on my heart to break up with Uganda. That sounds weird, and it's the easiest way to explain it, because I felt like, we had such a great relationship, but it was tight. Long distance relationships are hard, so we had to break off, and I think that was so freeing to realize, you can love a country and you can be part of that country, but it is your home, and Morocco definitely was my home, and Uganda definitely was my home, but now coming back to the US, it's really hard, and it might take you a couple years, but eventually you will realize that it's not your home anymore. At least not right now, because your home is where you are, Home is where the heart is. So, yeah. It's really great to be back with Mal.
It's really great. I mean, for one, I didn't even think I was getting accepted to this program.
What is she saying?
I didn't. Honestly, this year exceeded so many expectations. And I got lucky with my family. I got lucky with my school, my friends. I got really lucky, and that's what it comes down to. I owe it all to Indonesia and Charis and my family that were here supporting me the whole way, and that are crazy enough to let me go away for a year. I mean, think about it. That's really
insane.
Weird.
Yeah, I'm so thankful for my parents too. And if my parents weren't who they were, and didn't work internationally or have lived abroad in the past, I don't think they would have let me. But the fact that they just willingly just let me go as a 16-year-old too was just crazy. From going to Morocco next year, posted in our Facebook group if any of us had any regrets, and no one responded. And they were hard times. There were things that I didn't handle well. There's things that we could have done better. There were things that were really shocking and uncomfortable, and I really, I sometimes wish never happened, but they did, and I've grown so much from them.
Your dad.
You mean twice.
But what are we doing?
We're vlogging today. Do you want to add something about my exchange?
No.
Or Charis' exchange? Or Baya here?
Or coming back and
I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say.
We heard them.
We should all heard them.
Try our hand and shoot birdie. No, we should just pretend to be dogs.